All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praise, honor, and glory is due to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Kodash Rakah, meaning in the name of the Heavenly Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I also want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the sincere brethren out there that's laboring in his work. So, I was meditating and thinking, which, when you come to this truth, all right, and you become more and more spiritual, but you realize this is a mental game, for a lack of better words, because it's not a game, but the spirit coincide with the mind, so a wise man is going to do a lot more thinking than not. And it's like this, pretty much when you come to serve the Lord, you find yourself in a position of difficulty. And the reason why you know that, because naturally you measure yourself up to someone that's doing good. You consider these rap niggas and, people of the world. You see them, they riding around in their late model cars. They got their bills paid up. And basically you can become down in the spirit, all right? And that's what this truth is designed to do, to create a humble and contrite spirit. But the balance of that is when you consider the outcome, when you consider that these people going to be destroyed, all right, this place is going to be nuked, all right, when World War III is perfected, when those ICBM missiles hit ground zero, you consider all the hell that's going to take place here prior to that, famines and race riots, all hell breaking loose, then it creates a certain level of joy, all right? You actually rejoice. In the world, they can't receive that statement. That's a foreign statement. But to the men that understand what I'm talking about, you sincere brothers out there, you know that to be true, all right? The destruction and all hell breaking loose out here in America creates a spirit of joy. You actually rejoice when you come to the conclusion that, look, the Lord counted me worthy to escape the pollutions of this world. And the true testament of that is because we don't have this world's goods, at our access and reach. We can't do whatever the hell we want. We don't got large amounts of money. Because if we did have it, it would cause us to forget, the Lord, man. Like King David sent that proud. Make me not rich while I forget you, and make me, not poor while I'll steal and dishonor your name. So at the end of the day, we in a time, all right, where the things that we see coming, the things that's on the horizon, it actually creates a spirit of joy, man. When we are being afflicted and you consider the things that's going to happen to this place, you rejoice, all right? You don't let out a loud shout, but you rejoice in the spirit. It's a feeling of comfort that overcomes you, that causes you to rejoice that you have escaped the pollutions of this world. So I want to start off in the book of Revelation, the 12th chapter and the 12th verse. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Yeah, and this is dealing with the men of the Lord, the kingdom of heaven. All right? We are to rejoice. Matter of fact, I think that's Luke, the 21st chapter, and the 17th verse. No, it's Luke 17th chapter and the 21st verse. Right, it says, neither shall they say, lo here or lo there, for behold, the kingdom of the Most High is within you. Right, so when the scriptures say, rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, that's talking about us. And why are we to rejoice? Well, when you read on, it says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth, and of the sea. Yeah, meaning those who are in the world, who are outside of this truth. Woe unto them. All right? For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So when you consider the condition you in, you catching hell, and you see these people out here, everything going their way, then you consider that, hey, man, all hell about to break loose out here, man. These people who relaxed, they about to be destroyed. Then that causes you to rejoice in the spirit. All right? Now I want to go to the definition of that word rejoice. It says, to gladden, make joyful, to be glad, to be merry, to rejoice in, be delighted with a thing. Yeah, and we delighted with what thing? The fact that this place is about to be destroyed, man. And it's going to be all over soon. So the very thing that makes us happy, you know, makes us rejoice, is foreign to what make the world rejoice. You know, they want this world to continue. They rejoice in things that's temporal. We rejoice in the fact that this place is going to be destroyed. And that overcomes, or should I say that offset, that feeling, you know, that depressed feeling you have, that anxiety, you know, you catching hell, things not going your way. This actually brightens up your spirit, man, to know that this place is going to be destroyed, and the fact that you have escaped the pollutions of this world. All right? This is the book of Proverbs, the 3rd chapter. It started at the 12th verse. For whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth, even as a father the son in whom he delighteth. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. Right. So in the same breath, where the Lord telling you he's going to correct you, which means you're going to catch this hell, it goes on to say, happy is the man that findeth wisdom, meaning you're going to rejoice because you had a wisdom and the understanding of knowing that this place is going to be destroyed. All right. You had an understanding that you have hope that Yahweh Shah, you know, if you're a part of that number, that righteous number, which the scriptures say we're prisoners of hope. So just by having that hope is a good thing. You know, we have hope that Yahweh Shah is going to come and liberate us from our enemies, man, and destroy our enemies and set us up as the next rulers of the planet. And ultimately, we rejoice because we have escaped this place, man. All right? Just by knowing what's about to happen, you know, the dollar about to crash, you know, all hell going to break loose out here on the soils of America. It's going to be a time that have never been seen since any kingdom been established. So by knowing that, it creates that spirit of joy. You're happy because you have escaped. All right? This is Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. Right? So we have escaped the pollution of this world. In the flesh, it's your flesh that cries out, man. It's your flesh that want to be pampered, you know. Your flesh want to be satisfied. You know, in the world, you might have was able to, you know, buy cars and jewelry and clothes. You didn't have to worry about your bills being paid. So you was pleasing your flesh. But now the spirit has sprung forth. Now you living and you walking according to the spirit. And the flesh is what, you know, gets you down. Because it's the flesh that want to be satisfied and pleased. But this world is polluted. So again, it says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. So scriptures like this cause a certain level of joy. You see these people, you know, kicking it. They appear as if they doing well. All right. They living their life without no type of vexation of spirit. But when you consider the scriptures and you just, one thought, the one thought come to mind that this place going to be destroyed, it actually creates a rejoicing euphoria overcomes you, man. Why? Because you have escaped. You are no longer a part of that. All right? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 and verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. Yeah, so again, this don't mean, we walk around with smiles on our face, man. We take it cheerfully because when we reason with ourselves and we consider the scriptures, which is the comforter, and we meditate on scriptures, and you basically, take a glimpse into the future because we have foresight and we know what's going to be the be-all, end-all of this place, then we're cheerful at that moment, man. We become glad and happy. Like the scriptures say, happy is the man that the Lord correcteth. And that happiness is going to become more and more apparent, as we move closer and closer. This is Isaiah 65:13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Yeah, and that rejoicing is already taking place now in a subtle way. Again, we're not, just shouting out, thank you, Lord, like these wacky-tacky Christians. But in our spirit is comforted. Our spirit actually rejoices in the fact that we know what's about to happen, man. And that rejoicing is going to be amplified. It's going to come a day when the food is scarce out here, there's nothing to drink. When that famine hit, the Lord is going to feed us, man. And you people are going to be ashamed. Meanwhile, we're going to be rejoicing. And again, that rejoicing is taking place now. Just the thought of knowing these scriptures causes your spirit to rejoice. The fact that the Lord was merciful and gracious enough to open you up to his mysterious, his wonderful and marvelous plan, man, that he got in the works. That causes you to rejoice. Even, when you get seasoned in this thing and you see yourself catching hell, you've been decimated and reduced to, at times, just making sure you can eat for the day and just like, man, the hell with tomorrow, as long as I can eat today. That links up with the scriptures. Yahweh Shah said that, all right? Be content with food and raiment and a house over your head, a roof over your head. So when you consider your state, the state that you in, you examine it, you say, damn, I link up with what Yahweh Shah said. That causes rejoicing. You rejoice in your spirit. So indeed, this word is a comfort to us, man. And that comfort was only given to us. Matter of fact, let me end off with that. This is Ecclesiastes 4:1. So I return and consider all the oppressions that are done under the sun, and behold, the tears of such as were oppressed, and they had no comforter. Yeah, and that's dealing with the people of this world. All right? When all hell break loose, they're not going to be comforted. And they had no comforter, and on the side of their oppressors there was power, but they had no comforter. See? Matter of fact, get one more. Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Yeah, and scriptures tell you that the beginning of knowledge is the fear of the Lord. So this treasure, this wisdom, we obtain it. We have obtained it. So that is the stability of our times. And I know we apply this to when all hell break loose, but this is talking about right now, man. When you catch hell, you measure yourself up to the world. You see how people out there, they not stressing, they doing well. And here it is, you catching hell, you serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, You don't know how you're going to pay your next bill. You know, shit, it might be a point where you out of a job. But what keeps you stable? These scriptures. And mainly knowing that this world is going to be destroyed. And overall, the fact that the Lord pulled you out, you escape the pollutions of this world. All right? So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Until the next time I say Shalom.